There is a system that controls what you think, what you buy, what you believe, and in many ways, how you live your entire life. You don't see it, you don't question it, but every single day you are inside it. And it was built by one man, a man who understood something most people never will, that controlling behavior is far more powerful than controlling force. This is not just a story about business. This is a story about influence, psychology, and quiet power. And by the end of this video, you will see the world very differently. Part 1. The realization. He wasn't the strongest and he wasn't the richest, but he saw something others didn't. While most people were trying to build products, he was studying people. Not what they said, but what they actually did. He noticed something strange. People don't make decisions logically, and they justify them logically after they've already made them emotionally. That insight changed everything. Because if you can influence emotion, you don't need to force action. It happens naturally, almost automatically, and most importantly, invisibly. So instead of asking, "How do I sell?" he asked, "How do I make people want to buy?" That single shift in thinking became the foundation of everything he built next. Part 2. Building the system. Most people think empires are built on money, but they're not. They're built on systems. And he understood this early. A product can fail, a business can collapse, but a system, if designed correctly, can run forever. So he didn't just create something valuable. He created something repeatable, a system that could scale without depending on him. At first, it was small. A simple idea? Yes, a simple mechanism. But it worked. And when something works, you don't just use it, you expand it, refine it, and multiply it. He optimized every detail, every interaction, every decision point, every moment where a human mind could be influenced. And slowly, what started as a small operation became something much bigger. Not visible power, but embedded power. Part 3. The shift to control. This is where everything changes, because influence becomes control when people don't realize they're being influenced. He stopped focusing on individuals and started focusing on environments, because environments shape behavior. Think about it. Why do you check your phone without thinking? Why do you keep scrolling even when you don't want to? Why do you choose one option over another when they look almost identical? That's not random. That's design. And he mastered it. He didn't tell people what to do. He designed systems that made them do it on their own. Choice without awareness is not really choice, and that's where real power lives. Part 4. The invisible empire. By now, the system was everywhere. Not in one place, but across everything. It blended into daily life so seamlessly that no one questioned it, because the most powerful systems don't feel like systems. They feel normal, natural, expected. And that's exactly what he built. An empire that didn't look like an empire. No throne, no crown, no obvious control, but billions of people moving, choosing, and reacting within the structure he created. And the most fascinating part is that most of them believed they were acting freely. Part 5. The cost of power. But power always comes with a cost. Not always visible, but always present. Because when you influence millions or even billions of people, you are shaping reality itself. What people value, what they fear, what they believe matters. And once that happens, it's no longer just business. It becomes control over perception, and perception is reality. The system didn't just change behavior, it changed identity. People began defining themselves through what they consumed, through what they saw, through what they were constantly shown. And slowly, without realizing it, they started losing something. Not physically, but mentally. Their independence. Because when your preferences are guided, your thoughts are influenced, and your decisions are subtly engineered, you begin to live in a version of reality that was designed for you, not chosen by you. When you start to believe that your choices are your own, when in reality, they are the result of countless invisible nudges. The products you like, the opinions you form, even the way you see yourself, all shaped by a system that understands your behavior better than you do. And the more comfortable it becomes, the less you question it. The less you question it, the deeper it integrates into your life. Until eventually, the line between who you are and what you've been influenced to become becomes almost impossible to separate. That is the real cost of power. Not control over others, but the quiet rewriting of how they see themselves. Part 6. The truth most people miss. Here's the part most people never notice. The system only works because people allow it to, not consciously, but through habits, patterns, and repetition. Every click, every scroll, every reaction feeds it, strengthens it, and expands it. And the more it grows, the harder it becomes to see, because you are inside it. You can't see the system when you are part of it. That's the illusion. Because from the inside, everything feels normal. Every recommendation feels relevant. Every suggestion feels convenient. Every decision feels like your own. But convenience is one of the most powerful tools of control. The easier something becomes, the less you question it. The less effort required, the less awareness involved. And over time, this creates a loop where behavior becomes automatic. You stop choosing and you start reacting. The system doesn't need to force anything. It simply guides, adjusts, and responds, slowly shaping your patterns until they become predictable. And once behavior becomes predictable, it becomes controllable. That's why it feels invisible. Not because it's hidden, but because it's integrated so deeply into everyday life that it becomes part of your routine. And when something becomes routine, it stops being questioned. It just becomes who you are. Part 7. Breaking free. But there is a way out, not by destroying the system, because that's impossible, but by understanding it. Because awareness breaks control. The moment you start noticing why you do what you do, everything changes. You pause, you question, you think, and in that moment, you take your power back. Not completely, but enough to stop being controlled and start being conscious. The man who built this empire didn't need attention and didn't need recognition, because real power doesn't need to be seen. It only needs to work. And it does, every single day. And the question is not whether the system exists. The question is, now that you see it, what will you do differently?